Yes, warmest greetings. Inside the house we have our brother Jammers. Earlier on, my sister P, and she was talking the whole thing about what is happening, you know. So she was very inspiring and enlightening. Okay, inside the house we have brother Jammers, who's been with us for the last few weeks, just talking, brings up to date. You know, he's a words man. Deal with everything about words, turn it upside down on his head. And I was about to say last week, yesterday, we had an amazing event, and you know, the Speakers Club was hosted at the St. Anne's Library. It really was a fantastic event. Got very passionate, very heated, and that's what we wanted. But we have to be very disciplined in our how we express ourselves, you know. And that's what the Speakers Club is about. Be disciplined and organized and be constructive, but still have your passion. And so, anyway, Jammers.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity once again to come to the house, you know.
Yeah, man, the House
You
of
know,
Consciousness, yeah, Tony Barber. You know, and people all over the world, you know, get to know about this House of Consciousness, and people must come here. That's why we are and visit this place, and that's where it is, you know. So, Jammers, you know, well, I'll give a big up for the event yesterday, because it really was a brilliant event, you know, well heated in a way where it was very passionate, you know, very warm, you know, very inspiring. So, you know, so, Jammers, how do you find the event went yourself? You know what I mean?
think it's really risen to how we spoke about at the start of the year what we was going to try and achieve, and it's really on point at the moment how everything's developing, and I've got to congratulate you for becoming a host.
Yes, sir.
You should be on TV with the way you conducted the crowd there.
Yeah, man. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed, you know, to me it's like a theatre, you know. I'm
That's
just
what
like
we're trying to do.
yeah, it's like on the theatre, like on the stage, and you're interacting with the crowd. You have to be careful. You push on one side, so you have to have that balance, you know what I mean? Yeah, orchestrate it. So I enjoyed it, you know what I mean?
That's what it's about. It's like getting a group of people, but giving everybody opportunity to share their views, but have a constructive talk with where people can come away and feel inspired or see something that they can use to increase their abilities in communication.
Right.
So, yeah, and I've got to big up all the people who contributed, the ACLC, people's fear. What do you think about the show they put on yesterday?
No, it was very good, very passionate. In fact, I'll tell you something, right? When I got there about 4:30, and I heard some people talking in the background there, in the other room there. But I thought these people, he thought was like another fight, you know what I mean? Then I said, no, then I rehearsed, Mr. Rockstone. Some dramatic rehearsal, I'm going around about there, you know what I mean? And when I come out,
Yeah.
it was serious, it was serious, I said, but wait, it's just real, you know?
Yeah, that really brought the passion to the crowd.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
the ACL, what they do every month, we have a topic, and they act out a scene from the topic. And yesterday's one was about motivating when it comes to finances, and yeah, they put on an excellent performance there. Yeah.
No, it was fantastic, you know what I mean? Because one of the things that I think we should do now, you know, you'd have to Hyde Park. I think we should go take the Hyde Park.
Yeah, no, it's well, basically, this is just the first stage of what we're trying to achieve. This is the first stage, which is encouraging people to speak. The second stage now, what we're going to start is giving the training skills, putting the training into action, and in the first point of that is what you're saying. We're going to go out on the streets. You brought that idea to me, and I really like. What? Give us more about how you saw that going to the streets. What do you say, Steve?
No, we see. I mean, Hyde Park is very, very good, because at least you can bring your skills to people on Hyde Park, even on the street now. You know, bring it on the street and practice speaking on the street.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Because don't forget, Brooklyn and them places, that was very political, where people said go to the street and just talk.
Right,
you know?
right, yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
And yeah, we're bringing it out there now, and I think that it's really that stage now. I think we should do that. And as all nice people find a voice now, we want to go out there the street now and start talking to the people there.
Yeah, that's right.
Talk
to
the people there, you know what I mean?
And the people, you've got something to say, you've got inner message, but it's like in society,
Yeah.
everybody's shut down. It's just
down.
the experts. You're listening to these experts.
Experts and things,
and
yeah.
you're shutting down your own ability. You've got your own intuition that you should be able to develop. And this is what the Speakers Club and Find Your Voice. We're helping you to find your voice and develop your own intuition. 'Cause your own intuition is your best guide. side. You see, so the second part, this is now we're going to be coming out on the streets, meeting you, and put it into practice what we're preaching.
Okay, I just want to touch a little bit around reggae music, right? And you know, I had a conversation with Sister P earlier on. We were talking about reggae music, etc. Right, but how do you see the future of reggae music? You know.
Well, my friend who started it, he started the Reggae Factor. He had a vision, you know, with Mantis Roger and Inspiration TV.
Big up to Roger.
Big up to Roger behind the scenes. He had a vision of bringing reggae music. He's got the vision of bringing reggae music to another level, which is where the problem we have with reggae music compared to like what happened hip hop is like we're not bringing in the youth. You know, reggae music was a very like. It's the scene in Jamaica as well, you know, where you had to hold on your corner, you know, and everybody's there's a big competitive market in what happened in reggae, where the hip hop they brought their, you know, you're always bringing in a new generation. That's why it's able to flourish.
I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what you're saying in reggae, they're not bringing the youth.
There was not really giving youth opportunity to develop.
Okay.
Maybe the funding that the reggae artist was getting, maybe they had to just use it to keep them sustain their own career. But there was not enough development going towards bringing in the younger talent. You know?
Okay.
Which made it such a great vibrance in the 70s, where we had all the new singers, Sanchez, Courtney Melody, Pinchers. There was always a new singer keeping that buzz going, and it worked with the old artists anyway, but it lost that vibrancy.
And it's quite interesting because you know, when it comes to that, Sister P, is that when you look at reggae in terms of because what I'm trying to say is that that's where the music, the radio station plays a very important key role, because obviously they're the one who kind of push their music. Because they push the music, they push the artists, right? And people get to buy the music, get to know about it and everything, right? But you see, the thing is that, you know, when you have people from the commercial world, so to speak, right? They got all the infrastructure behind them. So,
That's
you know,
right.
they're going to be successful.
That's right, yeah, that's
you know, Capital, BBC Radio, you know, we don't really have that.
No, and that's what we need to start building this in a constructive way. I mean, it's been carried forward fragmentedly, like as I said, the community radio stations and the DJs and the sounds has been key to developing reggae music, because otherwise you would not hear it on mainstream.
You wouldn't hear mainstream, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So that's why it's important. It's so important that the role that people really recognise more than entertainment, what community radios is bringing to the table. They're actually keeping our culture going. You know, in spite of all the change in society, which doesn't cater for our market. You know, they don't. There's nothing. If you look at pick up your newspaper today, newspaper, and look through, you'll not see nothing relating to anything constructive related to black, unless it's sports or. Yeah, sports. That's it, or maybe entertainment.
Yeah.
So it's been key in developing reggae music, and I think the way forward is maybe even is to have something where the younger people can sing their pop songs in a reggae.
That's why X Factor now, reggae X Factor. Now I'm thinking about it as you mentioned it. It's a brilliant idea, you know what I mean? Because what you do, you're encouraging people to come forward now. They tend to come forward and just push that talent, you know what I mean, coming forward, because I mean, you know.
No, I've got to give the Reggae Factor the credit for bringing the idea to the forum, where the X Factor's taking it on again. You know, because this is the concept that Reggae Factor did start, and they pushed it onto Ben TV as well. It was on Ben TV,
yeah.
It was on Ben TV originally, yeah.
Because you know that I understand that the sister who won it was Levi Roots' daughter.
That's correct,
yeah. You know, so.
And they was contacted by Reggae Factor as well to initiate. Because Reggae Factor, what they done, which a lot of people are not aware of, they had reporters going on the streets, interviewing the white communities about reggae. What do you feel about reggae music? You know, if you go on YouTube, you still see the Reggae Factor, where they had white reporters going around, getting an interest and finding out there is a big demand for reggae music, but it's not getting the exposure.
Not getting exposure,
You
see what I'm saying?
You know, so then the next move, the show was developed to go on Ben TV, and that was successful as well. And plus, the artists in Jamaica were contacted about what they thought of the idea of developing and redevelop it and put it on TV, because this is where it needs to be, is on TV.
Yeah, it needs to be on TV. It needs to be on TV now, and give that kind of exposure, encourage the next generation, the younger generation to come through and so because it's quite interesting, because if you look at hip hop, I remember I watched a film a couple weeks ago, Straight Outta Compton, right? And what's interesting that you have these individuals come together, but that have passion, love for music, right? But behind the scene, you have some people managing them, see the potential, but taking advantage of them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because he saw the potential and see the potential, and he made lots of money, but at the same time taking advantage. And this is something we need to be, clued up
because
in.
I think really we've got the power, but it's like we don't realise it. Once we unite, we've got the power.
Yeah, it's true.
If the bigger heads of like the radio stations got together and lay down the law that they're going to be supporting artists that come through with conscious, constructive music, and put it on all of we can break the artists ourselves.
Yeah.
But we have to have one unit together.
Yeah.
Because as you say, with mismanagement, what's happening, especially to the destruction of us, is it's always negative music that is getting exposure. And it's to the detriment of our community.
Yeah.
So we need now to sort of make a stand, because it's not going to happen unless we make a stand and start have a seminar like what you're doing with Find Your Voice. We need more of those seminars where we can get together, and we have to have our authority where we say this is the guidelines for breaking through our community with successful music and reggae.
Yeah. Because it's very important now that we lay down the foundation. We come together, because speaking to you, speaking to P, I get to realize that reggae music, with the right, reggae music is like liberation.
It's international. The thing is, we don't realize abroad is international.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's big. Big. It's very big.
But the artists are not getting the money's not coming through.
Not coming through and so forth,
Yeah.
Whatever. But anyway, I want to jump here because I talk a little bit about the next event you're doing, and a little bit about yourself as well. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, the next, as I said, it's a 3-point plan. The speakers club. First was to encourage people to speak, but the crucial element now is to develop our speaking skills and make people aware that you can speak. You can speak confidently and give you the skills to speak confidently. The next event is going to be like the road to leadership.
Leadership.
Yeah, so we need to encourage more leaders in our community.
Okay.
And it's looking at, now we want to, as well as talking, now we want to give, like just what Les Brown does, inspire people and give them the skills and to be able to do it in their own life.
Okay.
So he's going to look at how you can become a leader, what the mechanics of having a successful organisation, and the commitment and determination that you need.
Okay.
So that's the next thing. And then the next one after that is a talking academy, where we're going to set up our academy where people can come and receive qualifications in relation to speaking.
Okay then. Yeah. All right then. And with the future for you personally, Jammers?
Boy, so there's so much things coming my way. I said we need to be developing. I want to develop some powerful speakers in the community. That's what I'm looking at.
So that's what you're looking at, really.
I want to develop a training mechanism for children to advance their learning capacity when it comes to language, mastering the language, mastering speaking. So it's a big project, really. It's people like you, Abu Ratata, James Buzzy B, everybody who's been involved in it. It's a big project, but we want to change the way the community think and speak.
Okay then. So inside us we have the great man, Jammers, who's again the words man. Today I had no opportunity to really bring down the words there, because that's again he's the words man. Bring a couple of words for them and I know so the talent you are, man.
Well, I think they heard this one before, but
which one's that?
About in your ear, the thing, but I'll break it down again.
Break it down again.
Because basically, this is what I found. The way that they're teaching us now is a alphabetically is letter by letter. So it's a very slow way of learning. You've got trilateral, where you see more than one word, bilateral, where you can see two words, and the one I'm developing is a sound. So when you look at the sound in the word, it enhances your brain, and you look at words backwards. Your brain works at 360 degrees, the speed, not 10%, it works 360. So I'll break down just ear. In the word hear, you can see the word ear. When something's near, you can hear it, you can see the word ear in the word near. And if people swear at you, if you look at the word take away the ears, you see it's what they wear, but you can still hear it. And fear they put through your ear, because it's still got ear in it. And the hair goes in your eardrum to your heart. Look in the middle of the word heart, you see ear. And everything you hear comes from the earth. Look at the word earth, you see the first three letters is ear. Take the H from the end of earth, put it at the front, you see heart. If you look at your heart, take H from the end of your heart, you see earth. So earth is connected by what you hear. But what they do to get in, everything that you hear, your hearing is your key element, because it does it without judgment. The other four senses uses your brain, so it's got analysed. So your smell, your touch, and your sight, you got to compare something else. So your direct linkage through your ear. But what they've done now to counteract what you hear, so you don't hear, they've got an app for your ear, which appears. An appearance is something that you see, and it tells you that what you see is better than what you are yourself. So you've got to buy what the appearance. That's why they call it dear, because it looks like it's better than you. So that's why you buy dear. So appearance. When you got appearance, they say you make a good entrance. Look at the word entrance. Entrance.
Okay.
There's a little spin on the words.
There's a little spin. The master of the words there. Alright, so again, want to give thanks and praise. Again, as a consciousness. So peace and love. Peace.